Listen. I know it's hard. Listen, I know it's hard. I know it's hard, and I know sometimes we can't comprehend certain things, you see. You know, I know it is. I know it is. You know, I know it is. See, people, they want you to, listen, if you're not coming strong, listen, if you're not coming strong, with anything you're going to do, if you're not coming strong and people get a sense that you're talking about God, and if you're not coming from the Bible, listen. People aren't going to hear what you're talking about. People aren't going to hear what you're talking about. They're not going to listen to what you're saying. You see, you know, who are you? You know, yeah, that's how they talk. And they say, you know, it's like, who are you? You know, say, what do you have to give? You see, and you know, what do you have to give? They mock and they laugh at you because the way you delivering these things, you don't know how you doing it. You just doing it. You didn't ask for this. Something popped in you and said, talk. You see what I'm saying? And you know, and gave you a whole big old schedule, a whole big old world. You see, you trying to look at the schedule, you trying to look at the world, but it's kind of blurry to you unless something wants you to see it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think you do. I don't think y'all understand what I'm talking about. You see, it's a hell of a it's a hell of a ride, it's a hell of a trip. You see, that's just like somebody will read something in the Bible will talk about an apple. You see, and talk about the cat who was in the tree with the apple. You see, that they'll create this thing, this analogy, however it may be. You see, but in the book it says one thing, but where I come from it says another thing. You see, not the book, I'm talking about from what you see. You see, listen, if you take that apple and you chop it up to little bitty pieces and you give some to your daughters or your sons, you give some to your aunties, you give some to your best friends. You see, you give pieces of this apple to people in your communities and all these other type things. Listen, the person who gave you the apple, listen, is not going to be blamed for it. You see, it's going to be the person who delivered. It's the distributor who's going to be who's going to be blamed for it. You see, you know that the apple had it don't have what the original apples had in it. Somebody tainted that apple. You see, and it's making people come back for more. They want more of that little bitty piece of apple. You know what I'm saying? They want more of it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think you hearing what I'm saying to you. You see, I don't think you hearing what I'm saying to you. This is what happened. This is what happened in the early 80s and things when things came up to Oakland. You see, things came up to Oakland. You see, first it was a mist kind of like stuff, powder kind of like stuff. You see, and then all of a sudden somebody said, ready. You see it, and everybody got rock heads and shit. You understand what I'm saying? You see, everybody got rocket, and then they jumped in that pool of distribution. You see what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying. You see, and then all of a sudden you see it how Oakland is now, and then you look at it and you say, that's a goddamn shame. The government whoop-de-whoop, the government whoop-de-whoop, the government whoop-de-whoop. But all the players and the hustlers who was distributing these pieces of apple, you see, you know, these little bitty pieces, you see, you know, a lot of them in prison, a lot of them dead, and a lot of them became multimillionaires and living a motherfucking life. But there's consequences when you touch something, you see, that somebody tainted, that resembles something that the Most High created. You see what I'm saying? The Most High created, because all that shit comes from a plant that our grandmamas and them used to chew on when they got, you know, when the teeth get sore and things. You see, it all comes from that. You see, it all comes from that with a little bit of sodium and all this other type of stuff. You see. Listen to sodium phosphate. Is that what it is? Or whatever you want to call this shit. But I'm just talking to you. I'm just telling you about these analogies and these metaphors. I'm just saying, you gotta listen. You gotta talk about it. You gotta take responsibility of this type shit. You see what I say? Because see, you're not concentrating on the big power. You see, you got people talking about what a man is. You ain't a man if you don't get out here and do the things that man do. No, we're gonna do the things that God do. You see, we're going to do the things that God do. They want you to go out here and shake hands with man. You see, man is filthy. Man is a filthy creature. You see, and those who in power don't even call you a man. You see, they don't even call you a man. You can't, you see, I'm telling you, you can't even open up you want to start big, but on your corners, these motherfuckers are starting low. They got patience in their growth. See, all these other motherfuckers, I don't care how you doing it, what you doing, you still up on the podium trying to teach people about this internal shit, fucking with the God shit inside of them. And instead of going out into the world, showing the children and showing the community the shit that you're talking about. You see, you gotta build, you gotta build, you gotta show your wares inside of the community and shit. You see, but see, you can't do that because you gotta be pretty. You gotta be pretty. You gotta stand up and say, this is what success looks like. You a damn lie. You a motherfucking lie. Success is patience. Success is when people see you suffer, see you going through shit, see you build. I'm talking about inside of your construction, inside of your building, inside of your development. I don't think you understand what I'm talking about. So you can try to hurt people like myself all you want to. You can call us names. You can say all these types, but see, goddamn it, we got the keys. We got the keys. We got the real motherfucking keys. You see, to this type of shit. You see, and you can say all you want to. You can say all you want to, but we always gonna come down. We always gonna come down and check the list and mark you motherfuckers the list. You see, we all the list. You see, we always gonna, no, we just gonna transfer you to the other book. To the book of transgressions. We're gonna transfer you to the other book. You see, to the other book. Now remind you, the other book is your other life. See, you don't know about those things. Yes, you're gonna have another life. You see, have you ever seen a dog chase you and you halted that dog and told him, listen, I know you angry and I know you hate having 4 legs and looking at how you used to look in me. You see, I know you used to have 2 legs. Now, no, listen, I'm talking to you. I know you used to have 2 legs. You see, you looking all, you got a snout on you, all this type of shit. Just remember where you were. Remember where you were. You see how submissive you are? You see, to your master. You see how submissive you talking to a dog, nigga. You see how submissive you are and he just barking and things like that. But that motherfucker gonna calm down because he's gonna remember, or he's gonna, something is gonna touch that dog's senses. Something gonna touch that dog's senses and his eyes is still gonna start looking and moving like your eyes, nigga. You see, he gonna probably start wagging his tail and all this other type of shit, and then walk away from you while he barking. And he ain't gonna even be barking, right? He can be barking like rough, man. Fuck you, rough, motherfucker, rough. You think I'm bullshitting? You think I'm bullshitting? I'm trying to tell you something. This is the world we're living in right now.
Well, all these motherfuckers, they are reading these books and shit, thinking this, thinking that they're about to make things happen. No, you're going the other way. You gotta understand what the flip was. Who's gonna tell you about the flip? Who's gonna tell you how they flipped that shit? Who's gonna tell you how that's 7 down and below, and that 1 that's next to the 12 and the 2, and between the 12 and the 2. You see, who's gonna tell you about how that changed around, how it flipped around? Who's gonna tell you about that? Who's gonna tell you about that 11 and 5 or that 5 and 11? Who's gonna tell you about that? Who's gonna tell you about that center, that right there in the center, and how things be rotated? Who's gonna talk to you about that?
You see, who's gonna talk to you about that? But you know how many, everybody talking about this is a 9 year. You see, everybody talking about this is a 9 year. But how many years do that 20 stay with you? Do that 20 stay with you? You see how it's easy to get caught up in shit? You see, no, you fuck with the 7. It's the 7 says it's finished. It's finished. Something has been complete. It was complete. It was complete in their December. You see, the last month of their December. You see? But here's the thing. Don't even look at it like that. So if it was complete, if that 7 means complete, what is spring going to bring in? Spring is going to give you another day. Spring is going to give you an 8. You see? Spring is going to give you an 8. Isn't that something? Spring is going to give you 2026. You see? That's what spring is going to give you. Spring is going to give you 2026. You see, but you don't know that type shit. You see, you don't know that type shit. You see, you could know. You see, you got a 2 right there, a 2 and an O right there, and then you got a 26. You see, so if it's finished, that means it's going back to the 1, right? Because see, if you got that 9 that's going to have to be internal. That 9 allows you to travel. You see, that's what that 9 does. It allows you to travel. But that 2, 0, and that 26, you see, that sounds like a 10 to me. So you have to prepare yourself right now for next month. You see, when the new year really begins. Well, actually, it's starting right now. It's starting right now. It's transferring right now. It's starting to germinate up under the soil with things. It's, I'm just talking to you. I don't mean no harm. I'm just trying to tell you how people be talking and indirectly trying to hurt people. You see, trying to hurt people, and the only motherfuckers that can afford them, you see, is the motherfuckers that's just like them. You see what I'm saying? It's just like them. These motherfuckers don't, they listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying. They're always talking about this metaphysic and this esoteric shit. You see, but nobody know how to utilize this shit. They know how to utilize it internally, but they freeze. It's all about themselves. And then when they get together, have you ever known when they get together and then the more they get together, they start putting all this garbage or stuff all upon themselves? You see, all this other shit. And then you look and then you say, well, what in the fuck have you built? You ain't built shit. You just got a whole lot of people gathering and a whole lot of people with these symbols and all this other type of shit. You see, you see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody grooming the motherfucking earth. You see? Ain't nobody grooming the earth in their communities, you see? And if they are, they so minute, you can't even see it. And these motherfuckers, and a lot of them don't even brag about it. They don't say black owned. They don't say the black people's store. They don't say that shit. They say moms and pops groceries. That's what they say, moms and pops groceries and shit. You see what I'm saying? You see, a Horton's groceries or some shit. You see, you see, just some regular shit. Regular shit. You see? No, see, that's how you got it. See, you got shit fucked up. So you take that word black, that shit black, and you put that poison inside of your development, and that poison is gonna show you that your shit is temporary because you're lacking. It says you're lacking. I don't give a fuck what you say. It says you're lacking. You see, in that B and the L, that 2 and the 3, you take that 2 and the 3 and give it a W, it's gonna say whack. You see, somebody who got more power than you, they're gonna hit your ass, either psychologically or physically. They're gonna hit your ass, you see, or spit on you, or mock you, or just take away your shit, period. You see, because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. You see, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. You gotta become one motherfucking body. I don't give a fuck what it is. You gotta become one body, and the majority look like this. Just regular shit. You see, just regular shit. They don't have all this garbage, all dressed up and all this other type, these costumes on. You see, And if you want to understand it, look at these motherfucking billionaires on how they are. You trying to get money like these motherfuckers, you see, but you ain't even paying attention to how these motherfuckers move around. You see, this is how you used to move around, motherfucker. You see, unless you was noble and shit in your little shit, you see. And I know you like to shine. I know you like to shine and things, I know you like to shine, that's all right. That's all right. But remember your past. Remember the days of old. Remember the days of old. You see? Because before all that shiny shit, you was uniformed like a motherfucker. You looked like the common people. You just had this innate knowledge and wisdom. You know, you had a hunger for it. You know, and matter of fact, it was just you motherfuckers around. You see, before these wild motherfuckers came from these caves and all these other type things. You see, I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you something. You see, yes they did. Yes they did. You know, those up our people who were albinos and shit. They made it with these other people and shit that we trained and shit. You see, and then they became however it may be. You see, that's why they say 1 drop of blood, it means you're black. you know what I'm saying? 1 drop of blood means you're black. Okay, so all these albino motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, with this one little drop, with this they just, you know, they're black. You know, they just got different skin to use and shit. And they up here mating with these people, you see, or however they used to do it in the past, you see. And then the children come out, shit, with these recessive genes, you see. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you something, you see. Yeah, all these white folks you be seeing out here that you call white, you ain't looking really. You know, you thinking they all white, you know what I'm saying. You can always tell what a lot of the who are the real Caucasians out here. You can always tell. You can just look at their body structure. Look at their body structure. A lot of these Caucasians shit got Ethiopian blood in them. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Ethiopian blood in them. Shit. Benin blood in them. You know what I'm saying? Congolese blood. Hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you shit. Shit. Wichita blood in them. You know? You see? Yeah. For real. Listen. The real Hopi blood in them. You see, I'm trying to tell y'all something, boy. Y'all gonna learn today. Y'all gonna learn today. You see, y'all gonna learn today. The only thing I got to do is open my mouth and say, let it come down, and let it roll. And it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down, and I can't do nothing to it. I don't know. Shit. You see, I keep telling you, that's me up there. You see, I don't know how I think. He blocked me, you know, a little bit. You know, he blocked me, myself. I blocked myself from getting all the information you see that he has and shit. You see, because he know that I'm down here. I'm in his gut, down below. Yeah. Listen. You hear what I'm saying, don't you? That's how you move out here. That's how you move. You talk to yourself in increments. You see, you talk to yourself in increments. But you stay right where you are in the positions that's making you feel good, that's bringing positivity to you, that's making you strong, that's helping you to take care of your family, that's helping you to network with those people who can afford you, you see, or who's listening to you. You stay strong in every goddamn thing that you believe that is real. Just listen to me. It's an entertainment motherfucker that's just talking shit, you see, who only gonna probably get 5 views. You see what I'm saying? You see, I'm just telling you because a year from now, you see, you're going to see something different. Or maybe 2 years from now, you're going to see something different. You see, I don't talk in the present all the time. You see, I'm way ahead of myself. I'm way ahead of myself. I have to be, you see, because if I get next to myself, my mom's gonna pop out and my father gonna pop out, then they gonna be arguing and fighting and shit, and then I'm gonna be carrying their weight. You see, so they know what they're doing, or I know what I'm doing up there. You see, talking to myself down here, it's giving me a little bit of something and letting me figure it out myself. You see, doubting myself in truth. You see, all this truth and shit, I'm doubting myself. You see, I'm doubting myself, but still, I still have to pull the truth out. You see, and then all of a sudden it works and shit, and I'm surprised like a motherfucker. I don't even know how I did it. I don't know what's going on with it. I can't even name the shit. You see, people be wanting you to name it, write it down and shit so they can know, nigga, it ain't for you. It ain't for you, motherfucker. Shit, I ain't think it's for me, so I ain't explaining shit. I'm just telling you, I'm just opening my mouth and say, hey, look over there. And if you don't look over there, oops, I told you. I'll let you know, so, you know. Anyway, y'all, I love you. Bye-bye.